I'm ready to go. I'm ready to add if need be.
Yummy.
What is your spice tolerance, by the way? Okay.
Not great. I wish I could have a cool answer. I'm quite weak when it comes to that, I would say.
Who's the guest you would never reinvite? Can you name the person?
I felt like you were going to ask this. And you know what? I know this is the politically correct answer, but also I can't answer that one. So I have to add. I feel like there's so many people to talk to that from every single guest that I've had, I've genuinely learned so much.
But some of them, you wouldn't have them back. I think that's the answer. The answer is yes.
Wow, they're answering it for me. No. I'd have them all back, but you want to switch it up.
Let us see how you struggle with the spice.
Okay. I bought this new, so it's actually not even. Look at this. I do like pineapple juice, though. I'm like, pineapple juice and sparkling water. That's just a great drink in general.
Yeah.
That's not great. I don't love it. Don't love it.
Just pick one name. Natasha or Diana?
Oh my God. I was watching some of the others. I feel like these questions weren't as hard. That one is a huge sip because they are both absolute queens. They make the world turn. Truly cannot pick. That's a big sip.
Cheers.
Bad.
If you had a robot partner, what would that partner have as a characteristic?
Great question. My boyfriend now is very tall. First thing that comes to mind is like, he's got to be tall. I'm 6 feet tall, so I'm a tall girl. So in my head, they got to be extra tall. 6'3", 6'4", 6'5", and above.
Okay, and is there something like a characteristic that your current boyfriend does not fulfill?
All I would say is, this robot boyfriend could be like the most spotless, clean, could clean the house 24/7. That's what I would say. Just vacuum, dust, scrub the floors. Yeah, so I'd say that.
I might pre-order one of those as well.
Yeah, literally.
What is one Canadian hockey player you would smash?
Okay, well, the wording is just, listen, every Canadian woman or person that likes men knows the correct answer to this is Sidney Crosby, the love of every Canadian girl's life. He's the one for us all. It's an easy answer. Most people that know me know that.
I see why.
Yeah, he's the best. He's getting older now, but my boyfriend and I actually went to see him play a couple months ago here, so
Okay.
Doug was not convinced, but
I should watch him playing, so maybe I'll be like more.
it is hard to tell from pictures. And you know what? We all grew up with him when I was like 12 or 11 and he was like 17 and he was like the big player coming up, like the big superstar. So you kind of have grown up with them. So it's like different,
I used to have some crushes. Like I have actually multiple crushes that I grew up together with.
Exactly.
But honestly, like when I look back at them now, I see them getting old, getting upset.
Your tastes do change, but that one will always be.
If a gossip account would create some content around you, there's kind of like on Instagram, there is like a gossip account. What will be the content? There is a gossip.
Honestly, this is not a very interesting answer, but I feel it would just be how much I'm shopping, what clothes I'm buying, like what stores I'm going into, what sales I found, what eBay vintage t-shirts I bought, going deep in the Essence tabs. So all about my shopping habits, to be honest.
Yeah, I was trying to find something, so I hope that you maybe bring something from your side, like something that would be kind of like controversial. There is absolutely nothing. You're absolutely clean.
That's by design, I'll tell you that much. That is by design.
This is a curated public image.
Exactly. I'd like to think it's very close to my private image as well, but yes, absolutely by design.
You have a little halo there from the clouds in the background.
Yeah, you're like, this, I thought she was going to be a good interview, but this is just, she's got nothing really cooking, but yes, it's true.
We're done with the spicy questions.
Oh, that was easy.
That was easy. Let's continue then.
Only.
Well, if you want to, we can ask you about your kinks. We still get to find the person who will answer this question.
I can't. Okay, can't be me. Can't be me.
Because it's too spicy or because you don't have any?
Honestly, I would just say, like, texting me back. Being a good communicator,
It's boring though if they text you back. You don't have to work for it that much.
But if you're working so hard in every other part of your life,
Fair.
You want a little break. You want a bit of chill somewhere else. You want a bit of consistency and stability somewhere else.
Is there one thing in a recording where you felt really embarrassed?
Oh my gosh. I feel like with my interviews, like when I'm on my podcast, I try so hard to be so prepared. The beauty is editing, and I just edit out anything that I'm like, oh, this is the worst. Saying like too much, which I'm sure I'm doing in this interview as well. Saying all the time just kills me when I'm rewatching myself, and I actually want to crawl up in a ball and be like, you need to be quiet. Like, you need to shut your mouth and never speak again. Or when I try to respond to a guest who's just said something super brilliantly, and then I try to have an insight and I listen back and I'm like, what? That's the worst insight I've ever heard in my life. But hopefully you don't hear those, because I do edit. I try to edit everything out so it's just as smooth as it can be.
Unspoken rules for podcasting that you think are overlooked?
I think there probably are no rules, and people have to lean into their personality, make your own rules. I mean, I think in general, being a good listener, number one, and then you got to kind of make your own style that works for you.
If you would move to Los Fomos, as the vibe of your neighborhood.
So 100% great matcha in walking distance. Other than that, a great view of the mountains and the ocean, which luckily I have where I am now. So we got to have great view, lots of light. The vibe is just like diverse, artistic. I don't need a lot of nightlife going on around me. I want to get to bed early. I don't need people yelling at 2 a.m. Not that spicy of a neighborhood. I'm truly really describing the neighborhood that I'm in now, to be honest.
It's that balance, because Clanker has like the quite opposite of what you described.
Oh, yeah, okay. I
They're
believe
like going like, this is an illegal thing. Nobody knows what's going on there. And there is like
no. I need calm. You know what I mean? I calm. There's enough anxiety on the computer. You know what I mean? You enter the computer world. I need my real world, the world I'm living in, to be much more calm, because you get enough of that everywhere else.
And could you picture one of the residents that lives there? What's their style? What's the music they listen? Where they hang out? Like if it was like a meme, if you ever saw this kind of thing.
I wouldn't necessarily describe me, because I don't need other people like me living close by. Also, maybe a lot of more elderly people. So what music are they listening to? I want to say the Rolling Stones, because that's like what older people are listening to. I don't know. The younger crowd, maybe they're listening to Fred again.
I love that the elderly listen to Rolling Stones. They potentially were, as youngers, not so chill. They had their rock punk kind of, well, it's not punk, but like rock star kind of lifestyle. Maybe they were groupies, but then they got older and
yeah, they're tired now. So
and if you're lucky, they bring you some food.
Exactly, they're baking. It's ideal.
What do you say when you disagree with a person, but basically you say something just them to fuck off?
Yeah, I'd be like, okay, totally, got it. Got it is the big one. Yep.
You want?
Yep. Totally. Just like the long totally. Absolutely. 100%. You got to bring different levels of a tone depending on who you're talking to.
What are your essentials for a dinner party? What food would you serve? What would be the theme?
Unfortunately, you do not want my cooking. You wouldn't be my friend anymore if I cooked. So
we might not be alive anymore.
Exactly. It's a risk in all scenarios for me to be cooking. I would order something that travels well. For me, it would probably be a Mediterranean hummus and dip scenario, and waffles, olives, maybe some like chicken, salads, those kinds of things. And the vibe would be very chill, lots of great conversation, beautiful flowers, scented candles, nice chill music in the background.
Conversations about what would be the topic?
Love, life, goals, TV, music, fashion, travel.
Talking about food, how would you recreate this kind of like an epic act that Justin Sun did when he bought basically the banana, duct tape to the wall, and then ate it?
Yes.
What would be your version of it?
I'm sure there could be a lot of content to be created around something like that. I think I would have to do it in like a art historical type of way. I would have to make it more lecture style, more performative in the sense of explaining the importance, the background, get very art historical with it.
And talking about bananas, what do you think it is? What's your favorite drink?
That's exactly what I thought it was going to be. So there you go. My favorite drink is Matcha, I have it every single day. I need it or else I will pass away. I love sparkling water. I love green tea. I drink it all the time. And I wish I drank coffee. I just don't like the taste, which is so annoying. I love the idea of coffee. I just can't get into it.
Who would you nominate to join us next?
I would nominate any of the boys club gals. Dina, Natasha, Kate, and Miranda, the whole team. They're the best.